Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I create this fire inspired look right here. So if you guys want to see how I created it, just keep on watching. So to begin, I'm just going to go right ahead and apply my foundation. And the foundation that I'm going to be using today is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. After I'm done applying my foundation, I'm going to go ahead and apply my concealer. And after my concealer, I'm going to go ahead with my Laura Mercier setting powder in the shade Translucent brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and set underneath my eyes. Now I'm going to go in with my beauty sponge and I'm going to go ahead and set all along the area where I applied the concealer. And I'm going to go back in and set this contour area with a bronzer or a contour powder or whatever it is you want to set it with. And then I just set a little bit underneath the eyes area right here. And I really want to set my smile lines as well. Now I'm going to just speed right past my eyebrow part because I don't want this video to be too long for you guys. So I'm just going to go and skip right past me doing my eyebrows. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in right ahead with my eyeshadow. I haven't done any of my face yet, so after I set my face, I haven't really done it much, but I really wanted to just go and jump right into the eyes part now. So the first shade that I'm going to be dipping into is a yellow shade, which is the shade B in the Morphe X James Charles Artistry palette, which is this palette right here. So I'm just going to gently apply some yellow. First, I start off with like tapping motions before I go and like blending it. And now I'm going to go ahead and just blend it. And after I'm done packing on that yellow, I'm going to go right ahead and apply some of the shade Rusted. For this whole look, I'm going to be using the James Charles palette. And I'm using the Morphe brush M139 to just really get into the crease. It's a very pointy brush where you can kind of just really point and get into there, like into the crease very well. So it's kind of like an angled, precise brush. You want to always start off with a little bit. You don't want to just grab a whole bunch of orange and just pack it onto your lids. What you want to do is kind of just build it up. You don't want to like put too much and it's hard to remove it. So you want to just make sure you little by little by little just build it up. So I have a little bit on my brush right now. And I'm just going to blend that right into the crease. And you want to be careful because you don't want to go too out. A mistake that I see in a lot of people is that they tend to really pack a whole bunch of product on and then it ends up blending out way too far out and then it just completely covers the yellow. So you just want to make sure that you don't overdo it. You just want to make sure you focus only on the crease and take your time. If you're rushing this, it won't come out well. So you just want to really take your time with blending. And then I'm just going to go and I'm going to drag that all the way to the front as well. And as you can see, I'm kind of really just taking my time with it and just blending out the product. I'm not going right back into the product and adding more and more and more. I'm just taking my time with blending it out because if you take your time and just really blend, you're going to see that the product can actually go a long way. A lot of people tend to just pack it on and just pack more on and more and more. And then it's so hard because you're packing on so much product and there's still product that hasn't properly been blended out. So I'm really just, I haven't gone back into dip again. So you just want to make sure you just drag it and use any excess that's on the brush. There's always going to be more on the brush. So you just keep blending and don't grab too much of the product. And after that, I'm going to go ahead with the shade You're Kidding, which is this shade right here. And I'm just going to apply that kind of like right in the crease just to really deepen it with that very, very hot red. After I've deepened it with the shade You're Kidding, I'm going to now go in with the shade Shook, which is this shade right here. And since it is a shimmer, I want to spray the brush first, just like that. And then you want to grab it. And these shimmers are very creamy, so that's why I really like to apply the spray on the brush before applying it on my lids. And I'm just going to apply that all along this area right here, just along the front. Right, just like that. Now I'm just going to go ahead and do my under eyes. And so just to be on the safe side, I'm going to apply a little bit of setting powder right underneath my eye. For my under eyes, I'm going to go in with the shade 518, which is this shade right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and just apply that underneath my eye. After applying the shade 518, I'm going to go right back in with the shade You're Kidding. And I'm just going to use a flathead kind of square top brush. And it's the brush M432. I'm just going to use that to kind of just apply right on the waterline, like right underneath. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply the contour right now, right before we go in with the flames. So now for this part, I'm going to be going in with a red lipstick, and this is a lipstick by Essence Cosmetics in the shade Velvet Matte Lipstick. And I'm using the brush by Mud Cosmetics. It's the brush 100. Yeah, so I guess these brushes go by numbers, and this is the brush 100. So yeah, so this is like a very precise, it's almost like a paintbrush, very detailed brush. And I'm going to be using that, and it's going to be the outline of the flame. So now that I'm done lining out that red fire, I'm going to go right ahead with the shade Rusted, which is this shade right here. And I'm just going to use that to kind of go in around. I don't want to completely fill the fire, but I'm just going to go ahead and apply it like along that line of the fire. Alright guys, so now after I'm done with that, I'm going to go in with a yellow shade from my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip palette. I like to use this palette for artistic looks as well, so it's a little bit messy, but this is a palette. I want to go in with this yellow shade right here. It's a little messy because I did just mix it just now, so Yes, I'm gonna go in with that yellow shade because the yellow on the palette, like the shadow, it's not very vibrant in yellow. So I'm trying to get something more vibrant. I don't have paint, so that's why I'm just using lipsticks. All right, so just bear with me, guys. All right, so I'm gonna go in with that yellow shade. I'm just going to apply that all along my under eye. This is going to be the center of the fire. So now I want to really set the lipstick so the lipstick is not so moist underneath my eye area. So I'm going to go ahead and set that with the shade B. And I'm just going to set it with that yellow shade just so that it stays in place and it's not very moist or anything like that. Now the orange shade is a little bit uneven and I just really want to make it a little bit more perfect. So I'm going to go right back in with the shade Rusted and I'm just going to deepen that a little bit more. Okay guys, so I'm done with that. Now just to really touch up the fire a little bit more, I really want to go back in and outline because my outlining on the fire is just, I feel like it's not red enough. So I'm just going to go ahead and outline the fire all around with the red lipstick once again. So now I don't know if you guys can tell, but I added that yellow B shade from the James Charles palette in my inner corner of my eyes. And then I went in with just a little dot of white lipstick from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette again. And I went in with just a dot of white right in the middle of the yellow. And so that makes the yellow look like it's almost like a bead or like a stone. Can you guys see it? It gives it like the extra pop to it. But for my highlight, I'm gonna be going in with the BH Cosmetics Black Light Highlight. So it's this palette right here. And I'm gonna be going in with this yellow shade right there, which is the shade Electra. So after I applied my highlight, I'm just gonna go right ahead with my lashes. Okay, after I've done applying my lashes, I'm gonna go right ahead and apply my lipstick now. So the lipstick I'm gonna be going in with is the lipstick by Linus Beauty. But before that, I'm gonna be using the lip liner by Mud Cosmetics in the shade Brick. Okay guys, so this is a final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss my next video. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.